This is the Yes We Canada podcast, an independent podcast where your support is essential to our production. You can help fund our work with a monthly subscription by going to patreon.com/YesWeCanada, where your contribution is deeply appreciated. Okay, Season 3, Episode 7, let's roll.
This is the Yes We Canada podcast, the Progressive's Guide to Getting the Fuck Out. This episode, a major announcement.
And hello, Matt's on assignment in the U.S. My name is Mio Edelman, and I'm in the host's chair. Thanks for joining us. Pretty excited about today's pod. As Lisa mentioned, we have exclusive coverage of a major announcement. So let's get to it. I want to begin by introducing today's guest. Yep, the big guy. He's back.
Mio, it is good to see you. But the big guy?
Yeah, the big guy. God, it's great to have you back on the pod.
You make it sound like I'm a 350-pound linebacker in the NFL. I'm a deity, for God's sakes. I mean, for my sakes.
I'm very sorry, Your Honor. Yes, absolutely.
Wait, hang on a second here. Your Honor?
Yeah.
What am I now, like a county court judge? Mio, you do not address God as Your Honor.
Then what should I call you, God?
Well, my friends call me G.
Okay, G, I got it. Look, I'm happy you're here, whatever I'm going to call you. I understand you have a major announcement to make, and we're stoked that with all the media available to you, you chose us.
Yeah, well, Mio, you see, it was either you guys or the Christian Science Monitor, because I don't like makeup and hair at CNN. Now, look, I'm not going to bury the lead. I'm just going to jump in. I'm here to announce, as you know, I'm a creator. In fact, I'm the first creator.
You're the original creator.
I'm the original creator. And for the younger audience, I just want to say it's worth noting that a creator is more important than a founder and an influencer put together. Now, Mio, I have created a new televised award show.
Oh, really? Is that the major announcement?
You don't seem to be very excited about this.
Well, I don't know. I mean, let's start with this. What's your award show called?
It's the God's Choice Awards. It's like the People's Choice Awards, but more influential. Mio, you really don't seem very excited about this.
Well, sir,
Call me G.
Okay, G. Award shows are kind of a dying breed. The red carpet, the media wall, the step and repeat.
Yeah.
Audiences are kind of tired of that format. We've got the Oscars, the Emmys, the Golden Globes, the Tonys, the EGOT, the Junos. They're all losing audience. Ratings are in the toilet. It's all kind of been done before.
Mio, that is true. Like, you're a good journalist. You know these things. That is true. However, I just want to say my show is going to be very, very different.
In what way?
Well, the award shows, they recognize excellence. Not mine. My show is going to recognize evil. It's Judgment Day, folks.
That sounds more than vaguely foreboding. I
Well,
know you have a bit of a temper.
No, our winners are not going to heaven. They won't even be going to an after party.
Okay. Are you hosting, though?
Well, Mio, you see, it came down to between me and Howard Stern. I picked me.
And, the host, what are you going to be wearing?
Well, as usual, I'll be wearing a sheet from Winners.
Oh, very nice. But let's get into some of the substance here, okay? If you can get into substance on an award show, if you can at all. Can you tell us how the nominees are being selected? Is there like an academy or some kind of committee that picks the winners?
Well, you see, I am a deity, and usually we don't do committee. But I did ask some of the other gods. I'm not the only one up there. I checked with Mo and Buddy and Vish and Rebecca, and they were all down with the nominating committee idea.
Okay, I know you've told me this before, but I do a lot of interviews, and it's been a while. Can you remind me? Mo, Vish, Buddy, Rebecca?
Yeah, those are the other gods. There's Mohammed, There's Vishnu. Buddy, that's what we call Buddha.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just a friend, you know.
Okay, but what about Rebecca though?
Well, Rebecca, she is the god of women. Very lovely girl, lovely, very, very, we call her Becky, but she's smarter, more compassionate, and frankly, she keeps the men gods more focused.
Okay, I got it. Back to the awards.
Right, okay,
Is
go.
there a criteria for winning an award?
A criteria. Mm-hmm. Mio, you know, I love doing the pod with you.
As I love doing it with you.
You are much smarter than the regular host.
Thank you.
You are a much better journalist. But Mio, criteria?
Yeah, criteria.
Have you ever heard of the 11 Commandments?
11 commandments?
Well,
I thought there was only 10 commandments.
I'll get back to that in a minute. But look, in the book of Exodus, which I also call the book of Get the Fuck Out, it says the commandments were revealed to Moses at Mount Sinai and inscribed by the finger of God.
Okay.
That's me.
Your finger, yeah. Mm-hmm.
On 2 tablets of stone.
Yeah.
That is not so easy.
Stop wagging your finger at me, please.
Well, and then there were thunders and lightnings, and a thick cloud upon the mount, and the voice of the trumpet was very, very loud. And the people assembled at the base of the mount. Okay, women and children in front. There's lots of room for everybody. Sit, take a load off. Cash bar. Please don't drink and drive. Buffet opens in a few minutes. Make yourselves at home.
Oh my God. Did you wrote this?
I found it on Wikipedia. There's more.
Okay.
And the Lord, that's me.
Yes, that's you.
Said unto Moses, I will give thee tablets of stone and the law and the commandments which I have written, that thou mayest teach them.
You said that.
Yep. And Moses said, God, let me just be sure about one thing. You want us to cut the tip of our dicks off. Have I got that right?
Yeah, okay. And what did you say to him?
I said, under no circumstances.
No.
And then to make sure he would understand how important this was, I threw in a little thunder. But with the noise of the thunder, Moses thought I said, go circumcision. But what I actually said was, no circumstances do you cut the tip of your dicks off.
Well, I mean, it's just the tip, right?
Yep.
Like, look, I hope you won't think this is too forward, but God, are you circumcised? My goodness. My godness. It's a little hard to tell.
I don't think it's hard at the moment, Mio.
Maybe you can describe what's going on down there for the listeners.
I think because this is radio, I think we're going to take a big pass on that.
Okay.
It's podcasting. It's not radio.
Yeah,
but
I'm going to avert my eyes.
Okay, avert your eyes. Okay, so look, at the end of the day, I think it was a terrible, terrible, terrible waste of foreskins. And I also think it's arrogant.
Arrogant how?
You people and your circumcisions. It's like you think I made a mistake. Like I accidentally added a bit of extra skin that wasn't needed on that thing you people call a penis.
What do you mean, you people? You don't call this thing a penis?
Of course not. The proper religious name for the male sexual organ is the fornicator.
Oh, I've never heard that before.
Yeah. Look,
it's not so catchy as penis. Penis sounds like a penis. Fornicator sounds a lot more aggressive.
it's technical. It's a technical term. It's like when I created the humans, I didn't get complicated. What you guys call the cardiac, the heart, it's actually just called the pumper.
The pumper.
The lungs, they're called the airbags, and the liver, it's called the filter.
The filter.
I love the Latins, but their language is kind of, it's pompous. I really like their music, though. Pi, could you hit me with a good Montuno for a couple of bars here?
Take it away.
Oh, yeah, I love that. Makes me want to dance. Oh.
Okay, you're having lots of fun.
I love
guess,
doing the pod.
Yeah, you do. I love having you here. We haven't danced before, but
Nope.
that's a new one. Can we get back to the criteria for the award show winner? Like how
Absolutely.
the person wins?
Yeah, okay. Well, actually, our winners are really losers. the biggest losers. I'll get into that in a minute.
Okay.
The criteria is simple. There are 11 commandments.
I thought there were. Are we back to this? I thought there
I'm
were
gonna
10.
I'm going to get back to that later.
Okay.
The commandments, they are not suggestions. They are not recommendations. They are commandments.
Whoa.
If you are really good at disrespecting my commandments on a regular basis, you win. Not complicated.
What do you mean?
Okay, I'm gonna give you an example of the nominees.
Okay.
Number 9, you shall not bear false witness against your neighbor, which is just a fancy way of saying don't fucking lie.
Don't lie. Okay.
So we had a lot of nominees to sort through in this category, a lot of Republicans. But I thought, I want to give this award to someone who has embraced lying so profoundly.
A good liar.
Absolutely. Somebody who's lied so profoundly, he or she has transformed the world and made it crappier. I wanted an industrial strength liar, an institutional purveyor of alternative facts,
Alternative facts.
a fake news newscaster. You want to know who the nominees are?
Do I want to know who the nominees are? Absolutely. Please.
Okay, Pi, roll the nominee pack.
And the nominees in the category of bearing false witness, from Georgia's 14th District Republican Congresswoman Marjorie Taylor Greene. Former Republican Congressman from New York's 3rd District, George Santos. Minority Leader of the Senate from Kentucky, Mitch McConnell. Australian media mogul, owner of Fox News, Rupert Murdoch. And the winner is Rupert Murdoch. Oh, thank you, Bruce. It gives me great pleasure to accept this award on behalf of the Fox News Network, where truthiness has always been our top priority. I'd also like to thank Sean
You don't get to make a speech, you putz. You get to go to hell for eternity. What you have accomplished during your lifetime is repulsive. The pain you have caused, the families you have broken, although I did respect your firing of Tucker Carlson, finally, you putz, to hell with you!
Oh, that's really wrathy there, God.
Mio, I'm sorry. You know, I get upset. Let me move on to another category if I can, because I got to get to a commercial break soon.
Okay, what do you got for me?
And the nominees for Thou Shalt Not Kill, the President of Russia, Vladimir Putin. The President of Israel, Benjamin Bibi Netanyahu. The Chairman of the Political Bureau of Hamas, Ismail Haniyeh. And the winner is, it's a 3-way tie!
Now, you three putzes can serve your people for an eternity without rigged elections. To hell with you three, you're going to love the red cup.
And the nominees for You Shall Not Steal and You Shall Not Commit Adultery, Donald J. Trump. And the winner is Donald J. Trump.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it. I will never forget it. Thank you.
God, I'm really enjoying this award show. It's
Thank you.
fast
I knew
paced.
you'd like it. I knew it.
Yeah, none of those campy production numbers.
No.
Real business.
Yep, real
tear
business.
an envelope, slap a loser, move on.
Yep, love it.
I love it. Will
I'm
there be
glad.
a Lifetime Achievement Award, though?
Well, Mio, you know, I do respect award show conventions. But our Lifetime Achievement Award is actually called the End of a Lifetime Achievement Award. It's kind of like a Time to Meet Your Maker Award.
I'm not sure I want to win that award.
Nope, you don't want to win that award, buddy.
Well, anyway, there are a lot of commandments and categories, and we're running out of time here. I just have a couple of quick questions.
Right, okay.
I've been reading up on the commandments, actually.
Yeah, shoot.
And some of them are kind of all about you. Like, you shall have no other gods before
I
me.
did say that, yep.
You shall not take the Lord's name in vain.
yeah.
You shall remember the holy day.
Yeah.
That all really seems, well, please forgive me. Like, just forgive me for a moment.
No
But
problem. Go ahead.
it does feel a little bit narcissistic.
Well, Mio, these were written a long time ago. And I have to admit, at the time, I was a little up my own ass. But I've been doing a lot of therapy, and I'm much more chill now. So, take not thy name in vain is now more like say a few nice things about me from time to time. Sundays, take a day for yourself and your family. We're much more, it's not about me anymore. We're much more chill.
Okay, look, I know our time. Sorry, God. I know our time with you is running out. Like you're a busy guy.
Yeah, I have a session for the God Pod.
Right, exactly. There is one commandment that I've never understood. It says you should not covet another man's slaves.
Yeah,
Slaves?
that's a typo.
Excuse me, a typo?
Yep. See, I was supposed to say charity salves our conscience. I was engraving the stone tablets, again, with my finger.
Don't point your finger
with
at me.
your
Come on.
finger, with my
It
finger.
was very aggressive.
Very aggressive. I was engraving the stone tablets. It was late Saturday night. The Sabbath was coming. I got tired and a little sloppy. I put the L in front of the A instead of the A in front of the L. So I got slave instead of salve.
Mm-hmm.
You don't think God would endorse slavery, do you?
Now that I think about it, I suppose not. I'm not quite sure, though. I'll have to think about that.
Okay.
I do have one more clarification.
Yes,
and
go
then
ahead.
I will let you go, I promise.
Okay, shoot.
I've mentioned this a couple of times,
Yep,
and,
yep.
and we keep skipping over it. I really thought, I think everyone thinks that there were only 10 commandments. What is the 11th commandment?
Thou shalt like and subscribe to God's podcast.
With apologies to Mel Brooks, this has been Yes We Canada, the Progressive's Guide to Getting the Fuck Out. The role of the guest host Mio Edelman was performed by Mio Edelman. Sound designed by Pi Salem Cutler, theme music composed by Doug Wild and Matt Zimble and performed by Manteca. My name is Lisa Evans, and I'm your announcer. Thanks for joining us. Until next time.